What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Fallout New Vegas. This is a game that I talked about doing long ago and far away, but now here I am finally getting around to it. Better late than never, I guess. Being that it is pretty much one of my favorite games ever made, I'm always happy to go back for another round of New Vegas, even like, I don't know, almost 11 years later, or maybe it has been 11 years. I can't really remember exactly when New Vegas came out. But I think it was sometime in 2010, which would mean that I was probably about 13 when this game came out, and I had my mom buy it for me on release day. And ever since then, I have always wanted to record a Let's Play or walkthrough or whatever you want to call it. And now here I am at age 23, and I'm finally able to afford a decent enough recording setup to make it happen. And as I was putting all this crap together, I was actually having kind of a hard time finding a way to record the game because Fallout New Vegas is kind of weird to record on PC. Like, for some reason, the game really wants to record in 1280 by 800 instead of the standard 1280 by 720, which isn't exactly the biggest deal, but when I was trying to use OBS to render it in 1280 by 720, the videos ended up being extremely laggy and choppy and just terrible looking. So I did everything I could to try to fix it using the settings, and I did literally everything. So don't even go in the comments and be like, oh, try this, you're gonna do this, because I did literally everything to try to get OBS to work. But I ended up just caving and buying a stupid Bandicam license. So my issues with the game's recording resolution are now solved because Bandicam doesn't use nearly as much GPU and it doesn't make the videos laggy as fuck like OBS. But again, that was more of a New Vegas issue. I've never had problems using OBS to record other stuff, so I don't know what the deal was there. But anyway, I'm also playing the game with a PS4 controller, but my Steam client thinks that it's an Xbox controller. Jesus Christ, I had a stroke when I said Xbox. So there's that. Do whatever you want with that information, I guess. I just thought it was kind of funny that a PS4 controller actually works for this game, because I never in a million years expected that. So if you're wondering if you can play Fallout New Vegas with a PS4 controller on Steam, the answer is yes. There you go. Your computer will think that it's an Xbox controller, but aside from that, I've had zero issues thus far. Anyway, we are playing the Ultimate Edition, which means I've got all the Cool Kid DLC here. I think it also means that I start the game off with a bunch of random garbage. So I guess we'll check that out when we get into it. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to have a cutscene to watch, and then we will make our character and jump into the fantastic world of Fallout New Vegas.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law.
I hate to interrupt the cutscene, but this guy right here just looks like Charlie Sheen to
so
me.
did its needs. Scouts,
NCR Charlie Sheen
seeking
guy.
territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert.
Also, I turned subtitles on. I don't know where they are.
Of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world.
There should be subtitles, damn it.
Spanning the Colorado River.
I feel very gypped.
The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion.
Is that a rug that they turned into a flag?
4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat.
Bum, 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 bum,
Through it
bum,
all,
bum.
the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
Well, judging by that sinister shot of a gravestone, I'm guessing it did.
So pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Holy shit, is that the voice of Chandler?
Guess who's
Chandler
waking
Bing?
up over here?
Chandler, I'm your biggest fan.
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
Look at this guy on the right. He's like tweaking meth.
You've
Dude,
made
the
your last
shovel?
delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Dude, that guy on the right is way too excited. Like, what the fuck are you paying him? Did you see his face? That was the greatest moment of his lily-livered life. Watching me get shot on my knees. What a son of a bitch. Shot by Chandler fucking Bing, no less. And that is how Fallout New Vegas starts. Much better than Fallout 3, I would have to say, where in Fallout 3 you had like a half-hour long intro in a vault. But hey, we got my caravan pack items. I don't really know what all comes with that, but we've got both caravan pack and classic pack apparently. That's fun. I also got mercenary. Okay, three different packs. I'll take it. And okay, a tribal pack too. Thanks, game. Thank you for showering me with all these gifts.
You're awake. How about that?
Yep, I'm awake. Got a nice ceiling fan.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Sure, I'll just go with my real name. Why not? I'll just go with Cody. Can't go wrong with that. That's a real man's name.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if
Oh, really? What would you have picked for me then, you smug son of a bitch?
Welcome to good sport.
What would you have fucking picked for me,
Now,
Doc
I hope you don't
Mitchell?
mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out.
Oh, I don't
take
mind.
pride in my
Sounds like you
needlework,
did what you had to do.
But you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Alright.
How'd I do?
You did great. You did great. I'm just gonna go with that. Just kidding. Let's see, I could be a female. I don't know if I want to be a female though, because I kind of already committed to being myself, so I should probably make a character that looks akin to me. So let's see, let's make a character that looks just like me. Perfect. Alright, we're already on the right track here. Alright. I kind of like the way this guy looks already. He just looks cool. Like, fuck it. He doesn't look a thing like me, by the way. I'm definitely not Hispanic. But fuck it. I kind of like this guy. Let's make him old. Ew. Alright, let's randomize that. Let's just keep randomizing these old Mexican men. These don't even, it doesn't even look Hispanic anymore. These guys are all pale white. What the hell happened to his skin color? There we go, I can deal with that. That guy looks pretty cool. I'll go with him. We could also go through some of these presets, I suppose. I don't know if I like that. Look at that guy. I don't know, he looks mean. He looks like a raider. He just looks like he means business. About this. I don't, that doesn't speak to me. Ooh, this speaks to me. Alright, preset 5. I'll come back to you. I think we're using preset 5. Oh, holy shit, look at this guy. He looks like a very, like, content janitor. A guy who's just happy, not doing much. Alright, let's go with preset 5. Alright, lock it in and save. I'm not even going to edit anything else here. I'm happy with this. Boom. This is Cody. This is Fallout Universe Cody. He's Hispanic. He's got a cool beard. He's got kind of like, you know, really nice hair. His hair almost looks like a Lego piece. Like you could just pull it off. Yep, this guy looks good to me. Yes, I would like this to be my character.
Most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered.
Alright, I'm going to go into the settings real quick and adjust. I'm going to turn the master volume up a little bit. Voice volume up. Because I feel like Doc Mitchell's talking very quietly. Another weird thing about recording this game is the audio settings, because it seems like certain settings that should match up with certain things just don't. Like, if you turn the music down when you're in the main menu, it doesn't actually affect the music. It's weird. I don't exactly know how to describe it.
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Everything is a race, Doc Mitchell. Bam! I beat you there, pussy.
So far.
Woo! Look at me parkouring all over your house, baby.
Vigor tester a try.
You are one great dog. Oh,
You'll
shit.
learn right quick
I dropped
if
his
you get
thing.
back all your faculties.
Don't worry, I'll put it back. Where was this? Like up here? I'm being a good guy. I'm putting it back for him. There we go. Also, fun fact about Doc Mitchell's house. I highly, highly recommend that you do this. Every single item in his house you can just take, and it doesn't count as stealing. And you can just take everything this guy owns and rob and rape him blind, so that when you leave his house, you can just go to the general store and make like a ton of fucking money at the very start of the game by selling Doc Mitchell's possessions, and he doesn't give a flying fuck. It's amazing. Anyway, grab some of this crap real quick, and here we go. Vitomatic Vigor Tester McGee. Kind of a cool looking little machine here. Alright, so what do I want to do for my build here? I do like strength. I like strength, but I can also live without it. So typically, I feel like I always keep strength at like a meager average 5. Let's see, it affects melee, unarmed, inventory weight, damage, weapon effectiveness. There are certain weapons that have strength requirements that I'm going to want to use. I guess I'm just going to leave that at 5 for now. Perception is kind of a dump stat for me, so I'm just going to put this down to 1. Endurance, I think I'll leave it 5, because I do like having a decent enough health resistance, but at the same time, I'm not too terrible at the game, so I don't really need to crank it up past 5. There you go. Charisma. I don't know what I want to do here. God, my throat is dry as fuck. See, I like having high charisma because I use a lot of speech stuff, like barter, the actual speech skill itself, but I could probably just put points into those things without really needing charisma. So yeah, I'll be a peevish librarian. Why not? Intelligence is probably the most important skill in the game because it affects how many skill points you actually get every time you level up. So I'm going to make that 10. That's going to be 10. Agility is going to be 7, because I like to use guns. And luck, I'm going to crank that up to 8, because I like to gamble in New Vegas and make fat stacks of caps. So having a high enough luck makes that much, much easier. Alright, let's take a look here. 5 strength, 1 perception, 5 endurance, 4 charisma, 10 intelligence, 7 agility, and 8 luck. That looks pretty darn tootin' vascootin' to me.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good.
Yeah, he
Well,
shot me
you
with a
know your
smart
vitals are
bullet.
good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping.
Nuttier
What
than
do
a
you
bighorn
say
dropping, yep.
You take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions.
Yeah,
See
don't
if
worry,
your brain
Doc.
is so
I'll be
wired.
right there. I will be right there. Don't wait up. I am literally just having a look around. Might go use the John real quick. I don't know, Doc. Also, we've got all this stuff over here. We got a chemistry set and a broken gun. Let's see. Oh, I can actually fix this now, huh? I'll do that then. Gives you a nice little like Tech 9 SMG to start the game off with. There appears to be enough chemical components available to create a small quantity of chems. I don't really want to make chems. I want to make stim packs. There we go. I'm going to take all these clipboards and shit because I'm an asshole. Yeah. Alright, Doc Mitchell. Let me just, grab that. I'll just hold on to it for you. What do you want to talk about?
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Alright, so how you answer these questions, each of these answers puts points into a certain skill. So you can sort of answer these questions in a certain way so that you can manipulate the results in the end to get the skill points that you want. So I'm going to do that. And I already have the answers that I want written down on a piece of paper because I'm a smart man who thinks ahead. But anyway, I'm just going to answer these questions according to the build that I sort of want to end up with. So for this one, we're going to go with train.
House.
House, we're going to go with renovate.
Night.
We're going to go with dream.
Bandit.
We're going to go with the good old Swiss cheese, of course. What
Light.
else? We're going to go with inspiration.
Mother.
Mother, as much as I would like to pick human shield, we're going to go with tattle.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Strongly agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Strongly disagree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Strongly disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Strongly disagree because I like to shoot them with my guns from afar.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
I tell you what I see. I see a broken chain.
Okay. How about this one?
That one looks like a strange-looking dick exiting a stranger-looking pussy.
Last one.
Now we've got the infamous two ninjas high-fiving that isn't even an option that you can pick. That's absolutely retarded, but it's clearly two ninjas high-fiving. And the idiot courier just doesn't even register with him. Alright, it's a light in the darkness.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Alright, let's see here. Yup, looks perfect to me. We've got 35 guns, 41 science, And 29 speech, not sneak. What the fuck? But yeah, that is actually real fucking good. Also, I need to adjust my headphones a little bit. They're getting kind of cramped around my head. Yeah, science is already like almost 50 at the very start of the game. Guns is nice and high. Speech is 29, which is decent. So, yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the way this turned out. Everything went according to plan.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Turns out we do, Doc. It's terrible. It is absolutely retarded. Anyway, so for the traits, obviously with the traits you get like a benefit and a drawback. So if I were to go with built to destroy, all my weapons have plus 3% chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays. Dude, what a terrible trait. What the fuck? You're telling weapons have 3% chance to get a critical hit, plus 3%, but your equipment breaks 15%. That is terrible. Who would ever in the right mind pick this? This is the worst thing ever. Like, Jesus H. Christ. Anyway, all of these come with like a minor gameplay benefit, and the drawback always seems like it's more prevalent than the actual benefit. So what I'm going to go with is heavy-handed because I'm not really running a melee build, so this trait is probably not going to affect me a whole lot. And I'm also going to go with Wild Wasteland, because of course Wild Wasteland is Wild Wasteland. And there's really, this is like the only thing that doesn't have a drawback. There's no drawback to this perk at all. There we go.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Alright, Doc. You go ahead and see me out. I'm just gonna grab this paperweight from you. All these books. Also, I can't help but notice that pre-war books aren't worth shit in this game. I'm pretty sure in Fallout 3, if you found like a mint condition pre-war book, those bad boys sold for a lot of caps. But not in New Vegas. I guess in New Vegas, they just don't care that much about literature. Can't really say I blame them. I don't know who would give a fuck about books in an apocalyptic landscape to begin with. Like, everyone would just be focused on trying to live past the age of 7. What knife? We got in here Magnum rounds, pork and beans, sugar bombs, a bunch of random snacks. If you're playing on hardcore mode, this would be like a really good thing to do. Just loot Doc Mitchell's house, rob him blind. I like that chessboard. I think I'm gonna take that chessboard. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's get to grabbing books. Let's rob Doc Mitchell's house because I need the money. I'm a poor courier, and holy shit, what a bad doctor. My man's got a stash of cigarettes here, and I'm over encumbered. I'm over encumbered, and I don't even have my pit boy yet, so I can't do anything about it. I just have to walk out of this guy's house. Alright. Well, I guess that's karma. That's what I get for quite literally robbing Doc Mitchell. Alright, well, I'm taking this hat on my way out. Alright, buddy. How's it going?
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Alright. Thanks for patching me up, Doc. Sorry that I literally stole damn near everything out of your house.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Oh, I will. Not going to be playing on hardcore mode. I actually do like hardcore mode. I think it's pretty fun, and it adds a neat little layer of depth to the game, but I'm just here to have fun and kind of enjoy myself casually, so...
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can.
Yeah, if you talk to this guy again, you can go on down here, and if your speech is high enough, you can... Wait, hold up. I thought my speech was only 29. How did it end up at 30? I got an extra point somewhere, and I don't know where, but whatever, I'll take it. Here, speech 30. Give me some ibuprofen for my wound.
Of course. You've been through a lot. It ain't much, but these'll do you right if the pain flares up.
Gimme. Yay, 3 stim packs for free. Alright. Tell me about yourself, Doc.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell.
Can I touch your
It
mustache?
seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by.
Ah,
I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
what happened to your traveling sweetheart? Or wait, what? Your traveling sweetheart? Your childhood sweet? That's what why did I say traveling? I'm having an actual stroke. All right, don't be insensitive.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
It's okay, Doc. You can open up to me. I'm only the man who just robbed your entire house.
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
All right, Doc. I sure do appreciate you.
You take care now.
So that's probably not the last we'll be seeing of Doc Mitchell, but since I'm over encumbered, I need to do some shit here. Let's see. I need to drop 7 pounds worth of crap. Let's see here. What should I drop? These ashtrays. I could probably find something worth less than that. Earnings clipboard. Get that shit out of here. I'm looking for value 1. Here we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of those paperweights. How come one of those paperweights was worth more than the other? That was strange, but alright. I got lots of pre-war books here. Look at all these books that I stole from him, man. I'm hucking around a goddamn Barnes & Noble from Doc Mitchell's office. Also, how come these burned books are worth more than the mint condition books? Nothing makes sense in the world of New Vegas. Alright. Dude, these things weigh so much. Alright, I'm just gonna draw off like one of these. There we go. Oh wait, never mind. Drop 2 of them. There we go. There you go, Doc. I returned some of your stuff. Also, before I go outside, I'm going to hotkey some stuff. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Let's hotkey the pistol. Let's hotkey the shotgun. Let's hotkey the other pistol. Let's hotkey the stim packs. And let's put some better armor on. Which one should I go with here? The vault jumpsuit or this? I think I'm going to go with this because it's lighter. Got my cool hat there. And some glasses that I could wear for no reason. Alright, let's take a look at our hero. Also, I have no idea why the camera turns around so slow. But yeah, there we go. Got a lightweight leather armor. That does not look like any armor, but got kind of a nice Mad Max Road Warrior look to it, I guess. I can dig it. Oh boy, that's bright. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Has this guy ever gone outside in his entire life? What the fuck? You've gotten a fragmented signal on your Pip-Boy, a coded transmission of some sort with a sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you can tell, it appears to be an invitation to the midnight science fiction feature at the Mojave Drive-In. Please arrive early to catch the trailers. Old World Blues has been loaded. Your level cap has been raised by 5. Alright. The reunion. I don't really want to read all these, so if you want to read them, go ahead and pause. This is a lot of reading for me to do all at once. It is loading in all 4 DLCs, so there we go. There should be another DLC that it's gonna pop up any minute now. Let's not get too excited. There it is. Yeah, Gunrunner's Arsenal. Ongoing conflict in the Mojave, blah blah blah. Major wider blah 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 blah. There we go. Also, we can loot mailboxes. Sometimes they have magazines in them. Anyway, we can say hi to Victor. I don't really want to because Victor is annoying. You'll find that out on your own eventually, I'm sure. But fuck it, let's talk to him. Hey, Sierra Madre grand opening. Good old dead money. Also,
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Victor. Anyway, yes, I will be doing all of the DLC at some point in this playthrough. I don't know when. Probably gonna wait until I'm at least level 15 or so, but yeah.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Alright.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they had run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Alright, Mr. Robot.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Alrighty then. See you later, Victor.
Happy trails!
Yeah, Victor's gonna get on my nerves eventually. Not really, but you'll see what I mean when we get much, much further into the game. Also, I need to stop at the general store before we do anything, because I need to sell some stuff so that I don't get over-encumbered immediately all over again.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me.
Oh man,
If
I
you're
just got
hurting for
shot in the
caps,
head.
I've also got boxes
Just
of
out here
surplus
trying to
ammo in the
shill me.
miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Alright. Da, 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 da. Yeah, do you know anything about the people who attacked me, you smug salesman jerk?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Alright. Show me what you have for sale.
Can do.
Let's go ahead and sell this guy these useless-ass binoculars and all of these throwing spears, because my god, throwing spears are fucking useless. Is there anything else that I want to sell? I'll probably sell this broad machete. I'll keep the knife, because I usually like to have at least one melee weapon kind of floating around. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. Holy shit, look at all the money we're making already. We'll get rid of this, and this. All I really want is stuff that I'm currently wearing. I'll probably sell these weapon repair kits, because I never fucking use those. Alright, let's get rid of these ashtrays, camera, cigarettes. Pretty much just gonna sell all this crap. I have no use for any of it. So I'm just mashing the sell button with all of my fury. This guy's probably not gonna have quite enough money to buy everything I got. Actually, shit, he does. I think that's all I wanted to sell. Maybe this stuff too. And yep, we're looking good. Bam. There you go, Chet. Now what can you sell to me? I'd buy some stim packs maybe if they're not an arm and a leg. They are kind of pricey. I don't know if I want to buy stim packs from this guy. I wonder if Doc Mitchell would sell them for cheaper. Probably not. I think the only way to get cheaper stuff is to upgrade your barter. Anyway, he's got Gunrunner Arsenal stuff. I didn't know that Chet sold GRA weapons. That's kind of cool. Unfortunately, they are laser and plasma, and I don't want to use either of those. I'm going to grab this shovel, because that will allow me to
Thanks.
dig up some of the graves at the cemetery.
Take it easy now.
Alright, so anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. When we come back next time, we're going to kind of continue exploring Good Springs and whatnot, and kind of get the quest rolling. So hopefully you guys enjoyed part 1, and I will be right back with part 2, whenever the fuck I decide to get going with part 2.